Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Rainbow Rising Freedom. Welcome to another series of channeled messages. I am very happy to say that I'm wearing this glow stick that I got from children, and they said that you can only use it once. So I basically feel that children are helpers. They are helping us ascend. They are so very much connected with the spirit, with heavens, and we need children to remind us what really matters in life, how to live. What's the foundation that we sometimes forget in that daily race of survival for some? Okay, we've got reconciliation here. I think I hear the return of innocence here. This is a general read for the collective. I'm going to do signs separately after that, which I also have messages for, but overall I want to say that the heart is calling to reconcile, to feel, tap into the future. The pure-heartedness of children, it's really calling for us to drop the weight, okay? Spirit has been telling me, Divine Feminine Collective, to drop the weight, and I'm like, what? Spirit, I thought you accept all shapes and sizes, but spirits, no, you gotta slim, you gotta purify. We've got Shaman of Purification. I'm like, couldn't figure it out. What do you actually mean? Spirit was really telling me to purge all the past hurt that I've got, you know, and sometimes we don't even know how much we've got because we've been suppressing it so bad, right? Pain in the body, if you have any pain in internal organs that just persists, and doctors tell you that you're all good, but you still feel the pain, you know. According to my beliefs and what I read, if anything hurts you on the right side of your body, head to toe anywhere, it means that there is some resentment or an issue with the masculine in your circle, and when it's on the left, it's the feminine, okay? So Reiki helps with purging that. Healing yourself, purging that. You can actually, when you're lying in bed, yes, we've got healing, and you've got Shaman of Stars, you can actually be practicing and discovering the power of your own body and how it can heal. You can heal yourself, and you can be tapping into that energy of self-healing. Your beautiful hands can heal you. When you're about to go to sleep, you can place your hands wherever you've got pain and just send healing, loving light through your hands. So you'll just be channeling the energy of God, energy of the universe. You just let it flow. You just set an intention, give permission, and let it flow. Free on the clock. You can free yourself by restoring your energy body. So yes, absolutely, anyone on the planet has the ability and capacity to learn healing and do that. It's just not everyone's path. I feel like there is another journey that's coming up. Maybe you're getting some clarity to your Divine Feminine when it comes to your next moves. Maybe you've been rehabilitating the past. You've been like, yeah, I forgive all past experiences. That's what we've got. This is a beautiful deck by Louise Hay. It's called How to Love Yourself. Love this, honestly. I highly recommend. I accept all that I have created for myself, my past and my present. I am willing to allow my future to happen. Wow, yes. Out of the victim mentality, you know, there's so many people that we feel hurt by, but ultimately we need to take responsibility for doing that healing, for dancing with our shadow, okay? We're diving into that, wow. And when we do that, we just feel so invincible, right? And our demons are at our command, and whenever our softness gets mistaken for weakness, wow, we can really unleash our demons, okay? So watch out, everyone. Because divine feminines are really getting their demons under control, and we are not getting rid of them. We want to keep them. We want to keep them. We might need them, right? So it's just so much fun to be able to command. If you have encountered your masculine, but your twin flame, your opposite, you know, you might not necessarily want to be a couple with that person in this lifetime, okay? Maybe it's just too much. But what I discovered, it's really interesting that you can actually call in the energy of that person whenever you need their powerful presence and their darkness even. So whenever you need protection, whenever you feel someone's messing with you, you can actually tap into that energy and for a minute merge with the energy of that person, kind of become them. So it's really interesting how we can like bounce from that softness and innocence into a really that warrior spirit that we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose. The guidance that we're getting at the moment is like there's another path emerging. Like I feel like there was a lot of, okay, listen. There's a lot of many ways we can understand like magic and everything, right? But it's all about like intention and just projecting energy, consciousness, thought onto something, someone, to create a desired result, right? And unfortunately, very hurt people sometimes use it to, I don't know, block someone's blessings, or at least try to do that. The more healed you are, the more you will repel it. I promise you that. You will not, it will just, it won't stick to you, you know, like water to a duck, you know what I'm saying? You're kind of immune to that. You're immune to magic. You're immune to magic manipulation. That's what I mean. So no one can steer you into the direction they desire. But really interesting, whenever, you know, most of us still have some like cracks to heal and all. So whenever you feel like you suddenly feel an inexplicable urge to do something, or like you can feel the urge to, I don't know, cut your hair, or change something, or drastically drop something that you've been working so hard on, like it doesn't make sense, but you feel that urge to do that, there can be, I mean, it can be someone projecting their energy onto you to make you quit, to make you do something that would not ultimately serve you, okay? So that's what I learned. I did not know that. So this is how it feels, okay? So whenever you feel something like that, I think it's good to just clear your energy and fully become yourself, because we're so clogged up with thoughts and energies of other people. And it's not even about those who do it deliberately to block us or whatever. Sometimes it's just, you know, people project on us all the time. Like we basically get many people try to manipulate us all the time, you know, sales, adverts, everything. And it doesn't have to be like the deliberate ritual and magic. So it's always good to have this daily practice of clearing energy, becoming yourself again, clearing your thoughts from thoughts of other people. Yes, and you really need to look for your authentic inspiration, okay? You might like be, I feel divine feminine after decades of being on one path. You might want to change it now. You might want to brace yourself, I hear, for love. We've got spirit of love, divine feminine. We've got this Leo part here. Brace yourself for love, Divine Feminine. 7 up to 11 years of love starvation. Masculines didn't always do their jobs, you know. One of my singing group friends, she said something so beautiful. She said that actually the role of the masculine, when the energy is pure, masculine energy is supposed to hold the feminine, keep her safe, protect her. We're returning to that. So masculine is healing. Shaman of song, I feel like in some cases you might find your, whoever you consider your twin flame, returning with some truth, okay? So this is, I don't want to say a test, but your forgiveness might be required. There is an experience, a soul memory so strong that it's not the kind of romantic love that we understand nowadays. It's, I feel some of you Divine Feminines had something that's just the memory of your soul for many lifetimes, and I think it was a turbulent connection, you know, because it was always mirroring your wounds, but on the other hand it was also giving you something that nobody else could ever give you. And it was like touching God for some, you know, when the opposites merge, the energy is balanced and is so pure. It's God, and that's how it felt. But then there was a collapse of the worlds, frustration, conflict, Divine Feminine. Wow. I did not know if she could forgive me. I was healing. Divine Masculine was really healing, diving deep into himself. And I'm talking about like clearing his karma from many lifetimes, okay? Times of, I don't know, being a warrior, being a conqueror, like slaughtering people and everything. So, you know, no judgment here, but something that nowadays we would consider cruelty, okay? So now the consequences of that, someone was exiled, someone was casted away. Divine Feminine, I feel, was casted away for being in connection with someone forbidden, okay? So in other lifetimes you could have been Divine Feminine in love with, like Romeo and Juliet, you know, with someone who was basically an enemy of the tribe, Canada. You could have been a seer, Divine Feminine, and the masculine was a warrior, so you were just like seeing each other every 15 years. But now this cosmopolitan connection might be taken to another level, and you might actually experience fun for the first time. You're guided by the owl, I feel. And your ancient wisdom, you know, Divine Feminine, will finally like allow you to basically giggle and have fun. You know what I mean? Like you've been around the block, and I mean like around the worlds. 1444. so many times, and you have just basically experienced this process of rebirth so many times that, you know what, you might actually want to get away from spirituality, get away from anything that's serious, and just like ride a moped and have some wine. Hey, Divine Feminine. Yes, as I learn to love myself, I become powerful. Absolutely. Divine Feminine, you might actually have studied all the scriptures, all the books, all the religions, and I'm talking not just studied by reading about it. You lived it, okay? You lived through so many perspectives, to the point that you can't be serious about anything anymore, because you realize the impermanence of it, you realize that everybody's perspective is kind of right, but nothing is really the truth. I live and work in comfort and ease and beauty. You might actually really enjoy your periods of isolation. You might really love your home. You might really want to surround yourself with beauty again. Oh, Divine Feminine, what I was feeling for you lately was that there could have been something like when you were like 13, 15, that you... You learned to dim your light because you didn't want to hurt anyone. Say, you were a great singer, so you stopped singing because you didn't want people to feel hurt that they can sing. You were beautiful, so you started dressing up. You started wearing like kind of, you know, different type of clothes, not because you liked it. You were basically like suppressing yourself, suppressing your looks, your expression, your voice, your truth, your beauty, the way you speak, because you notice that you are different. Yes, you lost yourself, Divine Feminine. I'm talking this lifetime. You decided to lose, to hide aspects of yourself to fit in, not to make other people feel hurt. You really were feeling, as an empath, you were feeling other people's pain, shame, embarrassment, insecurities. I'm talking here about you when you were a child, maybe 8, 11, 12, and you started suppressing yourself, taking away from yourself, keeping yourself small, because you just did not want to stand out. It was too painful. And now you are given permission from the Spirit to shine, okay? Be as beautiful as you can. Show your talents. Don't suppress anything anymore. I went to the gym today and I just felt so uncomfortable being in a like mixed environment, you know, and I just felt like I just needed my own space. I didn't want people to look at me. I don't know, it just felt uncomfortable. And one lady said to me, you know what, don't let it stop you, people looking or whatever, maybe people looking for romance at the gym, I don't know. You know what you came here for, and you're doing it for yourself, and that's what matters. And thank God, Goddess, for this lady and for her words of wisdom, because I really needed that, and it put me right back on track, and it helped me refocus. So helpers are everywhere, honestly. Some of us might want to check our hormones, our endocrine system, all the glands, ovaries, neurotransmitters, I hear. All of this is basically being rewired right now, so you might be feeling a lot of heat in your body. Okay, take cold showers, or if you can, jump in the ocean, in the sea, because really you're really going through some major reconstruction, which also impacts your body here. Right, I feel like there was like a path that was basically could have been projected on some of you, so you were being sent away from something. The more you clear, the better, because these things won't affect you. Yeah, you've got your wisdom, divine feminine. Now you've got all the tools, right? Whenever you feel something's off, you know what to do. You return to yourself. Like I promised myself today, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not even starting the day without cleaning my energy, because if I don't, I'm sure stuff will just go haywire, you know. It's just so important. It's not about how fast and how much we do and how effective we are. We really need to learn how to dance with what's happening right now, divine feminine. The path is being cleared, and I feel you're highly protected. And Goddess is also saying, the Spirit is saying that your finance, for whoever needs this, your finance is protected. Your finances are protected. You will be getting enough of everything you need. Maybe you won't even need money. Things will just come to you. You will find things. I don't know. Someone will give you a gift. Someone will give you a lift. Things will just unfold for you because you are walking the divine path of the Goddess, and your growth is just so crucial for the ascension. I feel you might be developing this rainbow aura. There's something about different like stages of spiritual growth that you have already been through, and now your aura is something that no one has ever seen before. You might notice, like, especially like spiritual people and seers stare at you, you know, whenever you're in an environment, on a gathering somewhere. You are just so very much loving yourself that you repel all the negativity. But I feel there's still something like working through some family members, for some that are unhealed, that might be biting you on your bottom. Something that might be still trying to bite you energetically through those who maybe did not do as much work on self-healing as you did. Okay, so please try not to blame these people. Like people have been basically I feel cracked. So yeah, many people just went through so much and they didn't have the guidance, the means to heal. And this is it. That's why we're here. Like the new wave of encouragers is rising, and the easy door has been shut, divine feminine. That's another thing I feel. The easy door has been shut. So you could have like applied for something, or you could have thought, hey, that makes sense. I'll go this way. This is how I'll structure my life. And then that activity will be right there on the side. No, Spirit is saying, no, you're not taking that easy way right now. That easy door is closed for you. You gotta walk in your truth, okay? And oftentimes you just might have no idea how. Yeah, you've got the challenge here, honey. I just feel for so many right now that people panic, like, How am I supposed to step up to my purpose? You just learn as you go. And that's part of this deprogramming, striving for perfection, okay? Many of gods, goddesses, incarnations of divine deities, I believe, are here now on the planet in human bodies. And they are having such a ride and so much fun, enjoying this flesh and being able to touch, feel, smell, see. And that's the whole point. How are we supposed to empower other flawed beings if we're perfect? Let's just enjoy being flawed, right? Some might still at this time have clouded vision, and what Spirit is saying is you have to be calm, because this too shall pass. We've got the moon here, number 18, the eclipse. So for some, the path is clearing, another phase is resurfacing, and you're gaining clarity more and more. Some are still in this period of incubation. It might feel like stagnation, but it's not. Spirit told you to sit down for a reason, okay? Just sit down. Sit down and process. And you are doing it very beautifully, and I'm proud of you, and you are just feeling all your battles, and you're setting yourself free by feeling. Okay, you're feeling, you're not escaping into activity. You're sitting and feeling. That might take up to 3 months, and then you'll get on your horse and you'll keep going. So you are being told to, as much as you can, release the frustration and be calm to receive the signal of what's coming next, of where you're being called next. Pompeii. Is this Italy? Pompeii. We've got Queen of Pentacles. Some are being crowned with the divine blessing of knowledge, obedience, clearing karma, clearing forgiveness, clearing resentment, forgiving, releasing, having compassion. It's so crucial for everyone right now, no matter whether someone you had conflict with or someone who hurt you, whether they are still in this realm or they crossed over, whether you're in touch with them or not. It's really important to forgive. Do it for yourself. You can write it down and burn it. You can just put intention in the water. You can give it away to the trees, or you can just pray, whatever works for you. But it's just so important to clean the basement of your heart. We can't ascend without it, because where we're heading is this new dimension, new heaven. And it comes through us once we really, really, really let go. We've got the whale. I had this dream a while ago that Lemuria has been, yeah, I just saw Lemuria, and it was underwater, under turquoise water, but I could see through the water and I could see all these beautiful beings. And then someone came, like one of the inhabitants of Lemuria, saying, hey, but we've been shot. And he had scars all over his arm. And I feel like, you know, we are strategically placed in different locations on the planet without even realizing that our energy is like an injection of ascension. We've got Two of Cups and Justice here. I feel like we have been victorious here. There's a young dragon being born, number 11. I feel like someone's power is rising. Someone's rising to their power. Someone's being nominated. Someone's being called to step up the game. Someone of a very gentle heart, a leader of a gentle heart. Masculine ascension, absolutely. I opened my channel as guidance for the feminine, but I just talked to someone today and he said, why not masculine? I mean, everybody wants to learn about growth and their feelings. And I'm like, yeah, friend, sure. This is a great point, you know. I'm open to that and everyone is welcome, of course. I just thought that maybe that's not my field of expertise, that maybe feminine will relate better to what I have to say. But again, this is being... We have the spirit of distraction. Spirit is calling, like, drop that construct. Drop your mental construct of limiting people and selecting people. Let everyone in. There's a new foundation of beliefs that's being built for many of us. We are being reconstructed when it comes to our mind, so we might completely not relate to our families anymore. That can be very triggering right now. And we can also see things we haven't seen before, in terms of realizing like how actually our families have been programming us for like poverty, for smallness, for sadness and stuff like that. So again, forgive, let go. I think it's very important to have fun now. Really, don't only grieve and release. You just don't torment yourself. You need to have fun. It would be good for some to have some massage, if you're open to that. Just do some body work. Allow people to do body work. Especially for fire signs here, I see. I don't know why. And call in your friends more and be open to that, okay? Because oftentimes we're like isolating, and then we are sad that we're isolated, but we don't really want to take initiative when it comes to connecting to people. So just commit to that. But you already know your boundaries. You already know how to, already know what you need and how much of it and how much you can give, how much time you need to yourself. I think it's mostly about like not losing yourself completely in the activity with other people, but knowing when it's time to go home and recharge, restore your energy by yourself. So I think you're mastering that. I also feel small steps. The God of Small Things. There's a beautiful book, The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. And it's really laughable, like, you know, knowing that there's no competition, that we're all like together here, brothers and sisters, and just it's really funny to feel like people like spiritually boxing the ones that are just stronger and just stand there and won't be defeated. Just their presence is, and that's enough. And I feel those who are like younger souls or less experienced souls and in a different stage of ascension, they might be triggered by the ones that are bigger. Elephant spirit. Angels are asking you to be open to receive. You might practice that intention daily for a week or two. See if it opens anything up in you, if it changes the way you feel. Just like learn, like teach yourself, right? We've got ancestor of skill to receive, okay? Giving, I'm sure you've already mastered. Now receive and again, I hear forgiveness. Okay, so that's another thing. Okay, you can forgive, but you're also called to accept whoever might be asking for you to forgive them. Like, accept it, don't reject it. That might lead to a total transformation in your life. So you might be given another, say, life, another book to write. Same people, different story, I hear. If you're open to that scenario, same people, different story. If you really deeply believe in your heart that people change, that forgiveness is real, then you might actually be asked by Spirit to prove it and to actually begin Divine Feminine. Show Spirit how forgiveness works in practice. Put it into practice. Wow. Are you really able to let go of the past and begin again? Yes, I am, Spirit. Okay, so prove it. Do you actually have the courage to do that? Spirit's saying that's incredible expansion for the collective. If you actually walk the path of forgiveness, if you live it, not from the distance, but when you're in it, you actually jump into that river and see that the water is different this time. Do you have that skill? Do you have that ability? Or can you just talk? Spirit's asking, can you just talk, write books, teach about it, or can you actually do it, Divine Feminine? You're so funny, Spirit. But Spirit says congratulations on the new baby. That will be a blessing for humanity. Your child might be a blessing for humanity. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's saying like there's one condition. Spirit is saying that a baby wants to come in, but there's one condition. It has to come through you and the person that Spirit's asking you to forgive. So we have death and reconciliation. So the baby wants to come through you and someone you had the separation with. So that's the condition. The baby will come in as a blessing after you've forgiven and you've actually shown that you can forgive. And you're asked to trust this process of life. I hear spiritually, it's a spectacular achievement. Like heavens would really congratulate you. But again, in this human form, you have a choice if you want to walk that path or if you want to have a clean slate with someone else or by yourself or whatever, like, you know, however you want to live your life. You don't have to be like a pair with anyone. But Spirit's saying that that baby wants to come through you and someone you'll have to forgive. This is an eternal, your internal beings, both of you, you and that person. Might be dating back to ancient Egypt or even back to Lemuria, Atlantis. I hear Greek gods, pantheon. Yeah, that's the truth here. Waking up from that illusion, the illusion of that life, returning to each other in that truth that you're both eternal beings and that you've always been together, no matter what scenario you're living in this life, you're together in the spirit. This is a pure connection. I hear Spirit saying the human form is muddy, is clogged, clustered, it's dirty, it's muddy, but the spirit is pure. In the spirit, no matter what roles your partner plays in this life and you, in the spirit, divine feminine, you're pure. He, she, they are pure. You know it, you feel it. It's like it doesn't make sense. This person is like evil or whatever in this life, and so you feel pure. You feel pure love from that person for you. Through that dirt, Spirit's saying. Through the dirt of human form. This is a mask, a Venice mask, Venice carnival mask. This human form is like a mask at the carnival in Venice. You know the truth. Your partner knows the truth. The soul knows the truth. Spirit's saying don't stress about that decision. Whatever you decide is okay with, it's okay in the spirit. So you don't have to stress about the decision. Whatever path you walk. Whatever path you walk, it's okay. Something fell down, I don't know what. The Bible, maybe. I feel you will find the common ground with that person, whoever we're talking about, in this lifetime, because you will be both feeling the connection, pure connection in the spirit. Whatever you decide in this lifetime, however you decide to live, be together as a couple or as friends or not, or business partners or whatever, it feels like Spirit saying you'll be okay. There will be like, you'll be chilling in the spirit, and it will translate into your human form. It's really interesting. Like, no matter what you decide, you will both be cool with this. Like, normally one party would really chase another or want this and that outcome, and in this case, you'll be cool. What about the spirit baby? Spirit baby is helping with the ascension, helping to bring freedom on earth. The spirit baby will have specific skills once it comes through that past person of yours and you, and they will be able to like see behind the veil, you know. They'll be they'll have some spiritual gifts, but I feel you can also have a different family, another baby with someone else. There's like a 0 point, yeah, so with another person you can start from 0. It will be a higher level soulmate. They'll be very joyous, very loyal. They are really longing for you spiritually. It's like they are queuing. Hey, Divine Feminine, there's a line. Everyone's spiritually queuing to be with you. Isn't that funny? Yeah, so basically you went through some sort of a journey of initiation, and you have become that whole being. Like, you are your own spirit guides. You went through so many frustrations. You got to know yourself. You were by yourself, with yourself in your darkest hour, and that was your initiation, shamanic spiritual initiation, Divine Feminine. And now you've bossed up. You bossed up to the point that you are very humble. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to prove to anyone that you're a boss, because you're such a boss, for real. You're not insecure anymore. You really renovated the house of your mental beliefs. You deconstructed your beliefs. You programmed yourself for abundance, for well-being, for profound connection, for open-heartedness. You reprogrammed that. Your family is different. Your friends might be getting there, but they are different. You have soul family, though, across the world. Soul family is across the world. Spirit says no matter the location, they will find you. Your soul family will find you. You don't have to chase. 444, something about that number might be guiding you. I don't know, I feel like Lucifer is helping with ascension, and Spirit's saying, like, at some point you might know how to be friends with your enemies, something like that. Like, you respect and understand where everyone is coming from based on their experience, their trauma, their upbringing, their mental construct. Because you've built your beliefs and deconstructed them, built different ones and deconstructed them, and then upgraded your system again. And you have experienced so many perspectives, and you have so much understanding of human nature, that you can be friends with anyone. You can be friends with a narcissist because you understand them. You know what they need. You know how to talk to a martyr. I feel like you know how to listen to someone who feels they are a victim. You recognize the structure of other people, and you know how to dance with it. And that's higher level of mastery, Divine Feminine. You bring ease. People feel safe with you, no matter who they are, what age, what background. People feel you don't judge them. They trust you. You're fun. You can make people laugh. That's one of the keys. Like, you can make anyone laugh. You break the ice easy. Like, it just melts, and you're friends. You're friends with the most rigid, unavailable, inaccessible people, and they open the door for you because you're pure. Okay, listen now, Divine Feminine. I hear you've got protection of the devil. You can call the devil and he will come to save you. Everyone's at your service. Devil is a little kitten for you. Sintra, and that's in Portugal. Something about energetic, angelic armor that you have, that you wear. But this is the armor of innocence. This is not the armor of hardness. The armor of innocence, Divine Feminine. Grace. You're forgiving and people know it. You don't judge and people know it. People feel it. Whatever they say, whatever they did, whatever they've done, you don't judge them. I feel like spiritually, like you multiply and you're in so many. It's like all these past lives, they happen at the same time. They are parallel, so you can tap into every perspective that you lived through, and that's what brings the compassion into you, and it's allowing you never to judge anyone. That's beautiful. I want to end here, and wow, that was a beautiful journey. Thank you very much for staying with me, Divine Feminine, and anyone who's watching, you're divine too. Bye-bye.